Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
I guess technically today it's Black Friday, so you know what that means.
Give
me my TV. Give me my toaster.
Too much American consumerism. Yes, absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving. I am thankful for all of you guys out there. Almost 20,000 of you. Almost.
We're getting there.
But yeah, Nate, we have some leaks to go over. Some brief leaks. But then there was also a very disappointing and annoying Gift of the Galaxy reveal that we'll be discussing as well. So hit like and subscribe if you are new. We are always talking about the Black Series here on the channel. Nate, our first leak, we're just dipping our toes in the water before we get to the big one. We have just a different angle and a more crisp, more HD shot of the new Director Krennic head sculpt and the new TIE Advanced Pilot helmet sculpt from Andor Season 2. That is in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler or anything. A lot of people are speculating that it's going to be Andor disguised as, you know, that TIE Advanced pilot.
There's some pretty good evidence leaning towards that, but we talked about these on stream, but again, they look good.
Yeah, check out the stream. We streamed with Robo. Check that one out.
Yeah. Justin, this next leak is kind of blowing my mind a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
This was one that, even though we've recently talked about how nothing is off the table anymore, this one was genuinely one where I was like, there's no way. So we've got a glimpse at a potential Death Trooper, Night Trooper zombie helmet from the Ahsoka series.
Absolutely unexpected.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I'm sure you're putting some screenshots right here of the specific character from the show. And you could see that if you look at the helmet in the leak picture, you look at the Death Trooper that we see in the show, looks pretty accurate.
Right, because the exposed like jaw where the helmet is missing, and then there's the jaw that's like kind of a cool moment in the show for a Death Trooper. And I just, like you said, I was not expecting this figure to be made because I just feel like it's kind of graphic.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do like some kind of
gore.
Like gruesome details on at least on the head.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see because I don't think we've ever really got anything near that in the Black Series, really.
There was like a little bit of blood on Starkiller. I feel like that's... I mean, the Wampa got his arm cut off.
Yeah.
There's a little red.
So like some...
I'm a fan. I'm not saying it's inappropriate or anything. Like, absolutely give us the gore.
Right.
It's just surprising that we would see these. And these photos do come from an anonymous source on Twitter.
Yeah.
But if you'd like to get the inside scoop, join our Discord, of course. Link in the description.
Now, Justin, it's time for Gift of the Galaxy.
Yay!
It's the gift that keeps on giving. And
That's
today
right.
we have a new Clones of the Republic 2-pack. This one is a double repack. And we've got Clone Commander Obi-Wan and the 212th Clone Trooper.
Yeah, so this set, there's just so many things wrong, so I want to unpack this.
Yeah.
Little by little. It is $44.99, Hasbro Pulse exclusive, already went up on Tuesday. It's probably sold out. When I left work today, it was at 76, I think, out of 3,310 that originally went up. There's only 70-something remaining today, so I'm sure it's sold out by now. It'll also probably go up Shop Disney at a later date, just like the Mace Windu in 187th, just like Commander Gree and Yoda.
So if you missed out on it, don't freak out, because it's going to go up on Shop Disney later, and it's going to be really easy to get for at least a few days.
Yeah, and that's another reason to join the Discord. Turn on those in-stock alerts. You'll never miss a pre-order.
So let's start with the Obi-Wan, Justin.
Sure.
Looks worse somehow.
Right.
At least these promo pics.
Yeah, so this is one of my favorite Black Series figures in the entire line.
It's banger status.
Yeah, on a personal level, it's in my personal top 10. It's, you know, the 3D Clone Wars, the earlier season look of Obi-Wan where he has the armor, shoulder armor, chest armor, clone armor. It's just overall such a cool design and a great figure. But yeah, a lot of people pointed out that something looks off on the photoreal application.
Yeah.
We do know that whenever they re-release a figure that has photoreal, they do take a look at it and maybe update the photoreal, but it looks worse. At least in these images, it looks worse. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's got some weird, like, eyeliner, like, the eyes are, like, real shadowy, and...
He looks like he's wearing makeup.
Yeah, it's really weird. Hopefully it's just the promo pics. It's really hard to say definitively right now, but it's just one of those things that you see it and you're like, wow, 2 figures that we already have, so it's already a repack set, and one of them, at least at face value, looks worse.
Yeah.
That's never a good thing for a figure to look worse than the version that came out 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
Yeah, maybe 3. I want to say that was 21 Target exclusive waves. But that's not even the worst part of this set.
Yeah, of course. This is a minor.
Right. Coming off of the Commander Gree and Yoda 2-pack, that Commander Gree does utilize the 2023 Clone Trooper sculpt. And just as a quick refresher, that sculpt has a loose torso overlay, larger shoulder armor on the O-ring system, so it's better articulation, has bicep swivel, it has thicker thighs, it has the floating knee pads, it has the more accurate helmet, and very frequently has the black brow line, better helmet, and it's not on that 2023 buck.
Nope.
I would have absolutely loved to upgrade the 2020 clone, which just... It looks so bad. So this is a straight up repack of the Walgreens one. And yeah, it's on that 2020 buck. They're just going back to the 2020 sculpt for whatever reason.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. When it happened initially with the Mace Windu and the 187th clone, I think we all were kind of thinking, well, it was kind of in that weird time period.
It was a transitionary.
Yeah, where like we were transitioning from the 2020 to the 2023. And now, though, it's like, okay, what are we doing? There's no way that this set was in the pipe that long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you have the sculpt, so why are you not using it if you have the tool to make it? Like,
yeah,
I would honestly, genuinely say this is worse than a swing and a miss on a new sculpt. Something like the Magna Guard, where a lot of people have their issues with the Magna Guard. It was a new sculpt, a new droid, and to many, it was a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
This honestly might annoy me more because of how easy it should have been as a slam dunk. This should be a slam dunk set. If this was the 212th Clone Trooper on that 2023 sculpt with the brow line, I would have bought this. But instead, it's on that old 2020 sculpt, and now I pass.
Yep. Same. And I also think, you could apply that logic to Obi-Wan as well. You could upgrade Obi-Wan's parts to the 2023 sculpt as well. Why not?
Could have gave him the 2023 sculpt so he could have had bicep swivel and
yeah. Could have had, a little bit more bulk on the arms to give him a little bit more presence.
Right.
But
there's always an issue. Like the Clones of the Republic has been the most mid subline in the entire Black Series, and it should be common sense slam dunks every single time. We have been begging and begging and begging Hasbro, cut the carbonized crap, cut the credit collection, do in-universe repaints. That's what we want. Like, I get it, you gotta do your gimmicks, so then, you get cheaper figures out for maximizing profit, and that's how we get the new sculpts. Like, I get it. Just do troopers. So it's like they're heading in that direction with Clones of the Republic, but every single one has had, that kind of ruins the set. 187th on the 2020 buck. Commander Gree being the random, I learned this today, The Commander Gree is a 2013 comic strip from a magazine. It's not even like from its own comic.
Yep.
And this is the third Clones of the Republic pack, and we're using the 2020 sculpt.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I've been selling my 2020 clones because I'm like, I love the 2023 that much more. I genuinely do think it does make that big of a difference to really get under my skin when the tooling exists. That's the part that is so annoying and disappointing, is the tooling exists. What is the reason?
Yeah. All it is run the new tool and paint it like a 212. I don't understand.
And I would have bought this set.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like you mentioned earlier, the set's already sold out at this point, at least from Hasbro Pulse.
Yeah.
So people do want this, and I guess you could, argue for people not like us that, being able to get Clone Commander Obi-Wan is at least good. He's a pretty expensive figure. Goes for around $50-$60.
That's a fair point. So for even cheaper, you might as well also get a clone.
Yeah.
If you're going to be spending that much. So I get it.
But at the same time, you could have got new collectors that didn't have that figure, and you could have got old collectors like us had you just done the minor upgrades. Then you could have sold potentially, twice as many. I'm pretty sure most people I've talked to already are passing on this set because a lot of collectors who are in deep like us, we already have both of these. And I don't need another 2022 12th clone. I'm good.
Right. And that's an excellent point. This is a great opportunity for people who don't have that specific look of the Clone Wars Obi-Wan. But like Nate said, it's a great point. You could have had a broader appeal to us who also already have that Obi-Wan but are looking to upgrade those 212 clones, because I notoriously do not like that Walgreens one.
Yeah.
I think the absence of the black brow line makes it look like a serial killer mask, like Michael Myers. It just seems like something is missing, and it sucks, man.
Yeah, even on mine, I've painted a few with the black line, and even then, it doesn't really save the look of that figure. It still looks like a weird animated live action amalgamation.
Because it's like, are we doing Clone Wars animation style, or are we trying to go realistic?
Yeah.
And still, now, this is our third Clones of the Republic. This is going to release in 2025, and we're still reverting back to, let's do the Clone Wars aesthetic where they don't have the black line.
Yeah.
It's like, pick a lane, guys.
Please.
Pick a lane as to what aesthetic and visual style you are trying to do with these clone troopers. And I know I've said it probably 5 times in this video already, but that is why it's so annoying, is because of how easy it seems, at least on the outside looking in as consumers. This seems like such an easy slam dunk. And I, even before this set came out, in my head, I have thought to myself, yes, I would absolutely love to upgrade my 212th clone troopers on the 2023 sculpt. Yeah. It's like, how are you going to dangle the 2023 sculpt in front of us and then snatch it away for some releases and then give it to us on others?
Right. Especially when this most likely means that we're not going to get an updated 212th on the 3.0 23 body.
Well, we were discussing this a little bit, and it's like, what if they released this version to get a little more use out of that 2020 tool, and then in 2020, deeper into 2025, they do the nostalgia card back 212th where it is on the new buck. I'm down.
Yeah, I would be down for that, but it's just one of those things that, okay, maybe that does happen. But we do know that Hasbro has a history of, we're going to release this figure, and this is it, This is the version.
Yeah.
It's good.
Another criticism aimed at this pack, and they've been doing this all year, is including an army builder with a named character.
Yeah.
This is just illogical. And the reason being is I don't have a problem with named characters in multi-packs, but if you're going to do named characters in multi-packs, make them all named characters and make it a one-and-done set.
Yeah.
The Last Command 4-pack, excellent set. The Phantom Menace 3-pack, excellent set. That's like a one and done. But once you introduce an army buildable character, that kind of changes the perception into, oh, this is supposed to be an army builder pack, but then you're going to be stuck with multiple Mace Windu Clone Wars action figures. You're going to be stuck with multiple Obi-Wan Kenobis now. Even the Yoda and Commander Gree set makes sense because it's like the clone commander and then a Jedi.
Yeah.
So even that set makes sense.
Right. I don't understand why they don't double up on troopers and then double up on Jedi.
Yeah, and they, they did it, the Target pack earlier this year, where it was the 501st Phase 1 and then the 332nd. I'm like, okay, I can buy 2 of those, and I get 2 of each trooper.
Yep.
Why do they continue to, go back and forth? Well, why is it so inconsistent?
Yeah, and they could have done Obi-Wan and Mace Windu, 2-pack. One and done. And you get 2...
Clone Wars versions.
Yeah, of the characters to lead your clones. So I think that would still fall under the Clones of the Republic banner because it's adding to the clones. It's just, the generals.
Right, so this is another frustrating, really... I honestly haven't been this annoyed in a while. I do think some people jump to the conclusion that they take our thoughts on this one specific individual item and then they're like, see, I told you the Black Series is dead, it's dying, it's in the dirt, bury it.
Yeah.
No. Still, generally speaking, on Cloud 9 and very excited with the current state of the Black Series. The internet in general seems so extreme on both ends. It's either dog shit and dying, or it's you guys are being overly critical. You need to be more positive. Get this out of here. We're allowed to just talk about this one individual release. And yes, I am highly annoyed and very disappointed in this 2-pack.
Yep, I share your thoughts. But at the end of the day, small silver lining, $45 for other figgies. Since we are both passing on this, there's no reason for anyone to pick this up if you have both of the figures. The Obi-Wan potentially looks worse, and who wants more 2020 clones when we have such a significantly better brand new version that collectors like us would rebuy, upgrade our figures? But no, re-release the 2020 version.
Anakin, please, with your 501st, because they're going to do the stupid, put the army builder with the name character. It's going to be Anakin 501st now. And we're going to have to buy 2 and then have 2 Anakins. Hopefully that 501st that has the correct shade of Revenge of the Sith blue is on the 2023 sculpt.
I guess we'll have to see, Justin, but for now, the Clones of the Republic line continues to be mid as hell.
It is lit. They are fumbling Clones of the Republic right now. And I know it's not a Hasbro specific thing. I know it's a Disney dictated thing. But even though it's a Disney program, they could still make a better product with it.
Yeah. Especially
what's stopping them?
Right. When it's so easy to do. It's absolutely mind-boggling that the Clones of the Republic line has not been just a slam dunk all the way through. It would be so easy. But for whatever reason, every single set has, this, that, and the other.
Yep.
So continues to be a midline. I hope it kind of changes for the better. I want to support the Clones of the Republic line, so putting out packs that I'm just skip. Not a good thing.
Yeah, not a good thing. Final thought.
Okay.
This is an earlier look of Clone Wars Obi-Wan. This is seasons 1, 2, and then halfway through 3, the Jedi changed their design, where he's not wearing the chest armor and the shoulder armor, just the gauntlets.
Yeah.
Phase 2 clones didn't get introduced until season 4. Ooh. So for the sake of this pack,
that's right.
In the show specifically, they're not seen together it's 2 different times. So that's just another, why not throw another? It doesn't really matter to me, but why not just throw in another criticism? Why not?
Well, Justin, was Yoda with his chair seen with Gree in this specific costume?
Hell no. At least not in Clone Wars, but probably some random ass magazine comic strip out there.
It's a Archie comic Garfield crossover newspaper magazine trading card. And Ki-Adi-Mundi's in it, and he's 27 years old.
All right, now you're crossing a line.
But like we said, though, this is a good set for people who don't have the Obi-Wan figure. It's better to at least have this potentially inferior version of Obi-Wan than none at all, in my opinion, at least. So, yeah, that's pretty much our thoughts, and that's all we've got for you on this week's episode of Figure It Out. So yes, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. And if you're in a position to help support us directly, we do also offer a couple different channel membership tiers. Check those out in the description down below. Of course, we got to give a huge shout out and a special thank you to all of our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated. And thank you to everyone else out there for watching. I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.